Hey, and welcome to Fresh and Retro. This is our second episode. I'm Jason.
And I'm Trent.
With my Blackjack Bubblegum, and we're going to talk about pop culture, video games, movies, whatever, anything in general. Today we're going to start with quickly our video games. You noticed last episode we talked a lot about video games.
A whole half hour.
We're not really a game podcast, so we're going to cut those back just a bit. A lot, yeah. So to talk about them, we briefly tried, as we told you last episode.
Well, we can go into that, like the whole story. Why?
Why what?
Why we play them?
Why we play? Oh, the Lego games.
Yeah,
there is a history with us. So we started Marvel Superheroes 2, the Lego version one, and we played since Trent was little. Every Lego game made. It was
except for 2, Lego Dimensions and Lego World.
Oh yeah, those we never played. But I was just talking the regular console ones. He and I played them since we were maybe 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, it was PS2.
Yeah, that's when we started Lego Star Wars. So just like a kind of father-son thing we've done forever, and we've always enjoyed it because it is, 2-player, same screen usually. Now they've changed it, but this one we were a little disappointed from the start.
Pretty disappointed, yeah.
The story, you know what I think it is? I think I know what it is that's really ruining the Lego games for me.
The cutscenes, how they try to give it a story.
The voices.
The voices are
The
fair.
voices have killed it. When you look at the old ones like Lego Star Wars, it's hysterical when there's no talking. It's funny cutscenes that tell a story, but...
And all you have are reactions.
Right.
And those are still funny.
And that way when something cheesy happens, like somebody walks over with a chicken on its head, it's funny.
Yeah.
Where now somebody will say, look, I have a chicken on my head, So overall, it's not been great. We haven't beaten it. We kind of shied away from playing it some more.
Yeah, we did a couple levels and then just did the free roaming stuff.
Which like most of them, the free roaming stuff is kind of fun, figuring out the puzzles.
It's kind of weird in this one, though.
Yeah. They're not real puzzles. It's more like search and find. A lot of that.
Or just fight a bunch of enemies.
Yeah. So we can't give it a rating. We will if we finish it.
I wouldn't recommend it at this point.
Yeah, even for little kids, they might enjoy it because it's Marvel, but...
It's like weird heroes, too, so they wouldn't really be...
Well, it started off with most of the famous ones.
Well, yeah, like Guardians.
Yeah, and most of the Avengers and things like that.
It was like the movie superheroes.
Yeah. And the other one I've been playing is the expansion to Uncharted, The Lost Legacy. It's a standalone game. It was a disc copy. I got it on sale, and I'm glad I got it on sale because it's short. It was regularly $40. I think I got it for $20. But it's good. I mean, if you like Uncharted, you'll like it. It's after Uncharted 4. It's Chloe and the mercenary girl from 4.
I don't have a name.
I don't know her name because you play as Chloe.
Okay.
But it's regular Uncharted. The puzzles are lower end puzzles.
They're easier?
Way easier.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah, but the gameplay is exactly the same. So if you like Uncharted and you can get it on sale, I'd recommend picking it up because you'd like it. But other than that, I'd say don't waste $40.
Yeah, no. I don't think most games you should buy at full price anymore.
No, you can trade it, find discounts. Yeah.
Especially Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
So there's been a ton of controversy over Battlefront 2 as of late.
Oh, for those that don't know, if you're not a gamer, Battlefront 2 is the Star Wars universe. And you play online, and some people play as the Rebels, some as the Imperials, but it goes through all the movies of the different sides. This one added a one-player version to it.
Yeah, it's a single-player campaign, just like the old ones. Because the first and second one came out in the early 2000s, and those were spectacular games.
But that was like PS2.
Yeah, PS2, and now they're on Steam. Well, the second one is.
Yeah.
But they remade the first one. Well, not remade the first one, but remade the series. They restarted it, and it kind of sucked. It was a good start, but it was just all online. And it's like, you pay $60 for that, and it was okay.
There was no end game.
Right. Then the second one had a hope because they had the campaign. They added in the space battles, which were a great part of the original ones. But they also had EA to jam in microtransactions.
My favorite part of games now.
Yeah, Shadow of War was universal, but you can beat it without that.
Yes.
Now, this is a $60 game that's pay to win.
Yep.
You pay extra money to unlock characters, which will take, they calculated it out to unlock every character in the game would take 4,000 hours to unlock everything in the game.
Or
you pay like $10 for like 1,000 hours, basically.
So you pay $100 for the game, and you can unlock everything.
Pretty much, yeah.
Or you can take the time and play and grind away.
Yeah, but everything that you unlock is way powerful than the base stuff.
Which is BS.
Right.
I mean, when Call of Duty did the microtransactions,
well, yeah, like,
those were skins.
At first. Then Advanced Warfare came out, and they added in different skills, or they were like different stats, which would ruin the game, because there was like 3 guns that everyone would use if they got them.
Right.
This one, it's like, even the response, because they said, oh yeah, we're going to take the microtransactions out before the game comes out, then put them in at a date, which means after Christmas, they're going to come back, most likely, because then everyone's going to have it, hoping that, it'll be a good game.
And I'm getting tired of all this stuff, because when you bought games back in the day, you didn't have the internet. When you played even with PS2, you really didn't have, very few people had the internet connection. Mm-hmm. PS3, Xbox 360, they were connected to the internet always. And that's when you started getting these huge patches. Games that have massive patches, so they could release a crap game knowing they were going to patch it later.
Well, yeah, like one of the Game of the Year of this year nominees.
What?
PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds?
Yeah.
It still hasn't been fully released, and it might win Game of the Year.
Even though no one's played it other than the beta or...
Well, no, not like that. It's kind of different on Steam.
Okay.
You can get, I forget what it's called, but it's a not finished game, but they have the basics of the game.
So you pay for it, you play it before it's done, and then you can the full thing when it's released.
Yeah, early release. That's what it's called. Yeah.
Well, that's that one. What was it? Ark Survival had that.
Yep.
And there's another one right now. The one that's similar to BioShock. Is it We Pretty Few? Or
We Happy Few.
We Happy Few. Yeah. That one's like that as well.
Yeah, I think that one came out though.
But those aren't all. No, I looked at it actually yesterday, and it still said early release or whatever, unfinished game on it. Because that's one I've been looking forward to, because it's like that weird
it's
concept.
Neat. Yeah.
But no, I agree with you with Battlefront. I mean, they're moving down into the realm of other games that they're just going to kill themselves of asking for more money.
It's funny actually what caused them to take the microtransactions out. Disney forced them to.
Really?
Yeah, Disney was like, you can't do this. We need the sales basically. Disney also said that they did not like Star Wars this year in the sales that it's done.
In the video game world or overall?
In just Star Wars in general.
Well, what they had Rogue One, which didn't leave a lot of characters for people to go buy the toys.
Right.
When Star Wars 7 came out, the toy sales were through the roof. Mm-hmm. Everybody was buying them, even though they didn't know who the characters were.
The cool Kylo Ren lightsaber.
Yeah, everybody was buying those. A lot of kids really enjoyed that. Rogue One got good reception.
Got good reviews, got a lot of sales.
But I don't think it had memorable characters for the kids.
I don't know their names.
Yeah, and now with 8 coming out, it's the same characters. So it's just like Star Wars 4, 5, and 6. You have those repeating characters, have feelings for those characters. They want to follow them, and then the kids want to use the toys or be those characters.
Yeah.
So I can see where the sales drop this year. Where when Han Solo comes out, that's a known character. So people will probably buy more of those toys, more of the merchandise after the movie. Well, since we're on movies, let's move on to...
transition into film.
Yeah, the movie we told you all we were going to go see. We did not lie. I promised you we would go see it. Well, I didn't promise, but we said we were.
Ragnarok.
Yeah, Ragnarok. The new Thor movie. Third in a series of shit.
Hey, no, you can't say that.
Really?
You liked the first 2.
No, you said they were terrible.
They were garbage.
They are the worst Marvel movies. I give
most
you that.
Definitely, yeah.
They're better than a lot of the DC movies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So...
Maybe. Not 2. Dark World was bad.
This one, honestly, I will tell you this. We got in the car afterwards.
Let's,
Hang on, let me just tell you.
Okay.
We got in the car afterwards. My wife looked at me and said, "Was it supposed to be funny?"
Really?
Yes. And that tells you because she tolerates our nerd stuff and she'll go see some of these movies.
She tolerates bad movies too.
She does, but like Ant-Man, she loved. She found it funny. Mm-hmm. Doctor Strange, she loved. She found it funny. When there's funny
Guardian,
things...
she loved too.
Huh?
Guardian, she really liked.
Yeah, and when there's funny things in these, she's laughing along with the audience. Even if Trent and I are looking at it like, okay, that was a bad joke. Mm-hmm. She's the type of audience that does laugh at those things. I think she laughed once.
Was it the window?
I laughed once too.
I laughed 2 or 3 times.
I laughed.
Just because I liked Quark, whatever, the rock dude.
See, I thought that was stupid.
Let's give a little spoiler warning because I don't know what I'm gonna say.
So if you haven't seen it and you don't want to know anything about the movie,
skip to this time.
Skip a little bit, yeah.
I'll put a time up.
Okay, he'll put up a time of when you can skip the spoiler.
Yeah. So, the rock dude was a big dumb character, just like they have in many Marvel movies, like Drax.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But Thor was like that in the first one. He was big, he was dumb, he didn't know where he was, basically.
But Thor's like that all the time.
Right. In this, he was like extra comedic, extra, I don't even know. It wasn't his character.
No.
I don't know why they switched it.
Because comedy is making a move.
Well, I think, Marvel realized what the good Marvel movies do, and they have that, Guardians had that 80s soundtrack.
Mm-hmm.
So like 80s song and use it 3 times in the movie.
Guardians had a 70s soundtrack, but we'll go forward.
Whatever. I don't care. It was older than 2010.
It was older than your birthday, yeah.
Yeah. So they had one 80s song like 3 times, I think.
Yeah. Well, they had the Zeppelin song twice.
No, I thought it was 3 times. I thought it was in the arena as well.
It might have been in the ring. I don't remember that, but I remember 2 different times they played the same exact song.
In the intro, they had the song.
Yeah.
And in the outro, they had the song.
Yeah.
And they promoted their 80s theme throughout the entire
without a doubt.
marketing.
Yeah.
It wasn't 80s. It had a lot of color at some parts.
Well, no, there was a lot of 80s style sci-fi movie music going on.
Music, yeah.
The soundtrack, the back soundtrack was very 80s.
Yeah, the dude that made the music was pretty good. Or girl, I don't know who it was.
Yeah, the person.
Yeah. But it wasn't 80s themed at all, the movie.
No, not in the least. I mean, okay. The part I laughed at was...
Was it the window?
The snake.
The snake.
The story about the snake.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Oh, I thought that was the only funny part. I laughed really hard at that. I'm still laughing right now thinking about it was how he told the joke. And I honestly think I bet you that was impromptu. I bet you they said, just tell some stupid, silly stories, and he finally told one that was really funny.
Was that when he was talking to the girl?
He was telling them about the bad stuff that Loki had done to him.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, that was kind of funny.
That was the only time I laughed in the whole movie.
I liked Quark sometimes. And then, I don't know why, but the scene where he threw the ball at the window, that made me laugh.
But see, I expected it. That's the other thing. A lot of the jokes were...
A lot of those jokes were in there, where they were like, it'd be a serious moment, and then something funny would happen.
Right, they were
like
pre-set up like you knew it was about to happen.
That one I didn't see coming, but I saw the rest coming.
Okay, they threw in lore for mythology people, but they threw it in improperly.
What do you mean? Who?
Fenris. The giant wolf is Fenris.
That's who that is?
Yes, which in Norse mythology is the bringer of Ragnarok.
Not
a pet.
Giant fire demon.
Oh.
He's the bringer of Ragnarok.
No. Yeah, but I'm saying is Fenris was the wolf. Okay. I get what you were saying. Not the dude with the sword, yeah.
Not the giant fire beast.
They did really good in keeping with the Thor mythology, with and things of that nature. But it wasn't enough for a comic book nerd like me to sit back and say, okay, they're doing really good. Because the whole theme of, like, the Valkyries, no matter what, they wouldn't become a sassy woman.
Yeah, that was kind of a drunk, sassy woman.
They might have been a drunk.
I don't
Norse
know.
mythology mixes in with alcohol. But every time she spoke, she twitched her head back and forth, left to right, with a sassy attitude. And that's like, you're a skilled warrior for millennia, and then you start to become a sassy person. No, it didn't work. And Hulk was useless.
I liked him until he became Bruce Banner.
Yeah, but he spoke, I mean...
I don't know, it was another dumb, big guy.
Right.
There were 3 in this movie, which I think that was just
4.
too much. 4?
Scourge.
Yeah, he wasn't in it that much, and he wasn't funny.
And his story arc was blatant from the first time you saw him on the scene.
100%, yeah.
Excuse me.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Man, I wanted to talk about this so much yesterday, now I can't think of anything.
I mean, honestly, if I had to give it a rating, it's difficult because there are going to be people that are going to enjoy the movie. They're going to go out, they're going to like it, they're going to laugh.
Yeah.
If you're a comic book fan, I don't think you're going to enjoy it. I don't think you're going to like what they did with it. You're going to be disappointed because the Planet Hulk story arc was totally destroyed.
Yeah, it was very quick, too.
Well, all those people that were in there, the stone guy and the little beetle, were part of Hulk's army that he builds on Sakaar.
Okay.
That had nothing to do with the Hulk. They were totally separate. The other thing I had a real hard problem with was the Quinjet.
That it was completely built?
That it came through outer space.
Isn't that supposed to?
It's the Quinjet.
Oh, okay, yeah, not the Quinn rocket.
Yeah. So
wait, that's what?
According to the lore.
That's how World War Hulk was. Or
No, they
was,
shot him off in a rocket.
I thought he was in the Quinjet. I've seen a picture of him in a jet.
No, they put him in a giant rocket. They sent it, and that's when he landed. The Illuminati guys I told you about.
Yeah.
They captured the Hulk, put him in a rocket, shot it into space, and that's when he fell in Sakaar. Okay.
Illuminati guys.
That's, I told you, Doctor Strange, Black Bolt,
all
those guys, all the Infinity Stone guys. All right, so that's how they did it. They shot him in a rocket. He flew through space. He landed on Sakaar. He didn't fly an airplane through space.
Well, I know in the animated World War Hulk or Planet Hulk, whatever it was called, they had.
Okay, but still, I mean, sure, the Quinjet's cool, but it can really travel through space for however long.
You don't know how Doctor Strange works.
Doctor Strange didn't send him though.
He can make a portal.
In the movie lore, Hulk turned on the stealth and flew away.
He was like, "I'm too in love with Black Widow. I gotta go."
Yeah. So, I wasn't happy with it.
No, not at all. Very disappointed.
Very, very disappointed. And what's worse is I did kind of feel odd as there were audience members at jokes. I felt real sad for humanity.
Oh my god, yeah, especially that woman behind us.
And the guy in front of me, I mean, they were at a great comedy special or something.
They were like, ah, clapping all over the time. It's like, what are you doing?
And I get it, like when I'm with an audience and something's not that funny, the energy of the audience laughing can get you in the mood to laugh.
Yeah.
This actually made me angrier at the movie.
When I heard them laugh, I laughed because I was laughing at them, laughing at the screen. I was like, why are they laughing?
It made me angry. I was like, is our society that dumbed down
From media?
That fifth grader humor is making them laugh in a movie that's supposed to be a blockbuster?
Yeah.
I mean, you're watching Billy Madison, fifth grader humor fits. It's supposed to be silly, stupid.
Oh, I see what's going on here.
No penguins in our house, thank you very much. But with Thor, it was, I don't know. I think Marvel, DC has decided to go as dark as possible, and that's not working. Marvel's deciding to go as light as possible, and that's not working. I'm scared to see what the Avengers Infinity...
I'm worried about Black Panther.
Black Panther looked more serious again.
It looked like... I don't know. I didn't actually watch it, but from what I could hear, because in case you know, I don't like watching trailers. They ruin movies. They become 2 to 4 minutes long, which is too long for a trailer. No.
Well, like the new Star Wars one is smart. They don't answer any questions. The original, when Star Wars 7 was coming out and they left the trailer, there were no answers. There was actually more questions. Like, you knew the Millennium Falcon was back. And you knew there was in 7. In 7, yes, they showed Millennium Falcon.
I remember seeing Darth Vader's melted.
You saw that? Yeah, you saw all these little things of,
and then the hand on R2-D2, which actually never showed up in 7.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
His gold hand on R2-D2.
Yeah.
On a fire planet?
Yes.
When? Oh, was it a memory?
It was a backstory.
Oh, okay,
yep.
I forget, yeah.
But in 8, they've done it again. They show all these hints and some misdirection, I think, to make you wonder what's going to happen.
Okay.
That's a smart trailer.
Yeah.
You don't get answers, but you get enough to see what you want to see.
What was that movie, the heist movie, the trailer?
Yep. I don't remember the... I forget now.
I forget, too.
Den of Thieves.
Den of Thieves, yeah. They showed them forming the gang of heist members. Then they show them doing a heist. And then they show the cops coming after them.
Yep.
And then they show the new heist, which is going to be the...
Federal Reserve.
And they show the cops and the gang members working together.
To bust the other gang members.
Yep.
Yeah, so you know the whole story.
Yeah.
Well, like I told you, I saw the Rampage trailer.
Yeah.
I watched the whole movie. It was a 5-minute trailer, and I know every aspect of that movie. Not that there was much to write in it. I mean,
it's a Rampage movie. What do you expect? It's a game where you destroy buildings.
Look, they've advanced. I mean, the last time they went through this thing of let's make movies, it was Battleship.
That was a great one.
Yeah, it was all these 80s or 70s, 60s, 50s board games.
Well, it was just what's that company?
Hasbro.
It was just them making all their movies.
They should have made Hungry Hungry Hippo in one movie.
Dude,
that would have been awesome.
Where they like, oh, they could do Rampage and Hungry Hungry Hippos, where you have the hippos going around town just ah.
No, you change instead of going down to Amazon.
No.
Yes, you do.
No, you make it a game, like an arena, and it's a bunch of people
And
with
you have to
balls,
survive?
and you have to roll around to survive, going away from the hippos.
And the balls have food in it, like you said, they're giant cantaloupes or something. And you shoot it at the hippos.
No.
Well, then what?
You just have to survive for 10 minutes.
Or if you're in the ball, like a hamster.
That's what I just said.
Oh, okay.
You're in the ball, and you have to survive from the hippo.
Or we just put hippos in the Mississippi.
We just kill all the hippos.
The hippos or hippies?
Hippos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you mean the animals? You're not being derogatory towards like people.
Take it how I said it. I don't care.
Okay, so other than that, we didn't see any other movies.
No, movies are pretty dry this week.
They were. We went over to TV.
Yeah.
We were going to check out Glow, but we saw something else that we thought would be interesting just because of the father-son aspect. It was...
Jack Whitehall travels with my father.
Yeah. And if you don't know, Jack Whitehall is a comedian, a British comedian.
stand-up, yeah.
Does stand-up, has done TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
His dad is... Well, Jack is in his early 30s, late 20s? Early
Late
30s.
20s.
Okay. And then his dad is in his 70s.
Yep.
So it was, 6 episodes, half hour each on Netflix, and it was them...
Well, the whole backstory of it is Jack started comedy really young. He was like, right after high school, he became a stand-up comedian. So he never got that quote-unquote gap year like most Europeans take. So this idea was, I'm going to take it when I'm like 27 and travel Asia? It was like southeast, I think. And I'm going to bring my father.
Right.
My 7-year-old father who never travels. So an interesting story idea, or not story, but show idea.
Now, overall, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, especially for Trent and I to watch it, it was funny because we could see some of that being us.
Most definitely. The only part I didn't like, though, is that there were a lot of scripted scenes.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, the Steven Seagal thing was definitely scripted.
Well, like, even them just walking down a street, you would have a camera behind them and a camera in front of them, but you wouldn't see the camera in front of them from when you're behind, so you know that they had to reshoot that scene. Yeah.
I mean, it was beautiful. They had great scenery, got great shots. They used a lot of drone footage, which was really cool.
Definitely, yeah.
The drone footage of seeing these towns. They went to Cambodia.
Well, they started in Thailand, then they went to Cambodia, then they went to two places in Vietnam, yeah.
Then they would show you that aerial view of the cities or the nightlife of those cities, and they did weird things, and they were set up things that they would participate in that normal people wouldn't get to.
Like Winston.
Yeah. That's a great little side thing, which is neat. I mean, the culture and history you learned in it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
They did really good of pointing out things that you would never just go research on your own. And they showed sides of the city that normal travelers would never see. You agree?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I feel like if you just research top places in this area, you'll eventually find where they went.
Yeah, now that you know about it, but
well, I mean,
did you really think that the minefield thing is a tour?
Probably not. Pretty dangerous to do that.
That's what I'm saying. So there are things that they showed us that isn't normal. The comedy wasn't great.
I mean, there were like good parts or
little funny moments. Yeah.
It was more of just seeing them experience it all.
Travel shows, watch it. If you're looking for a 30-minute comedy, you're not going to get that out of it.
I mean, each episode has something funny in it.
Yeah, and something weird.
Yeah.
I mean, the massage lady.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny. But so I read it is something worth watching, especially when it's only 30 minutes an episode.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty quick, done, and you're on to the next thing. Other than that, on TV, we didn't watch anything else this week, really. We've been busy.
No, not really. I mean, we just watched yesterday's SNL.
Yeah, we did watch yesterday's SNL.
Yeah, Chance is pretty good.
Chance was actually pretty funny.
I knew he would.
You're a fan?
Yeah, definitely. I love Chance the Rapper.
But you don't know what skit you were talking about.
No, I don't know, but there is a skit in there that he and Childish Gambino wrote, because he wrote like 5, and one of them he had help from Childish Gambino, and they accepted one of them, but I don't know which one.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, the ones that he was in were pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
His characters were pretty funny. There was only one that looked like he was reading. So that would tell me... the first one.
The Batman?
Yeah, the Batman one, he looked like he was reading. So that tells me that wasn't one of his skits.
Mm-hmm.
The others, he was very involved, looked very prepared.
Yeah, like the hockey one.
The hockey one was excellent.
Uh-huh.
And the other, the Family Feud one was funny.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it looked like he did contribute. The historic rapper one was Had its moments.
Smoked a reefer with a little bit of crack.
Yeah. It had its moments, but...
Yeah. So, since we're in TV, this brings up a topic that I wanted to ask. So, I'm rewatching The Office.
Okay.
And I noticed something.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
Do you think Steve Carell is a character actor? Like Daniel Day-Lewis, you know, how he gets involved in his character.
And he stays in that character forever?
Right, because watching The Office and then thinking about, like, The Big Short or...
His new one.
No, Foxcatcher.
Yeah.
The wrestling one.
Yeah.
Seeing him as those two characters and then looking at Michael Scott.
Oh, they're night and day.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And everyone just sees him as Brick from Anchorman.
Right.
And, I mean, he does great in that.
Yeah, he plays good stupid, but he plays good serious, too.
Yeah, so...
I mean, you think he stays in character the whole time, or is he just a job actor that walks in? You know what? I didn't even know you were going to ask this, but it's funny as lately when I'm like just watching feeds, the latest one that's been coming up are bloopers from The Office.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot recently too.
And based on the bloopers, no, I don't think he's a character actor.
Why not?
Because there was a couple I saw where he had to say some really raunchy stuff to women.
Yeah.
And he loses it, and he's immediately apologizing and saying, "I can't believe I'm actually saying this." You know. You can see Steve Carell coming out in that what's making him laugh so hard and what he's so uncomfortable with is that that's not how Steve Carell would talk to a person.
Yeah. Okay, I guess so.
That's where, I mean, I can see where you're coming from, but because I've actually seen those, that's the only reason I would disagree with you that he's a character actor, because he breaks that.
Yeah.
He shouldn't laugh at those things if he was a character actor. Mm-hmm. He should be upset with people who get offended at him saying that, you know.
Now I really want to watch Foxcatcher again.
Well,
that was a great
well, I
movie.
want to see the new one. I am interested in the new one. I cannot tell you the name, but yeah, you can look it up. It's he was in the military with two guys. They got back from, I think, their Vietnam, and his son just died in the military.
Okay.
And they're traveling together, the three guys. He finds his old military buddies, and they're traveling, I think, to his son's funeral.
I do think I've seen this trailer. Not the trailer, but
and it looks powerful, looks heartfelt. You know, and it's one of those things you have to think about as a parent. If you were in the military and your child follows your footsteps and your child falls, but you survived, what's that going to do to the father?
There's a rumor that Steve Carell is going to play Steve from the Minecraft movie.
What?
Yeah.
Steve?
The main character. Well, not main. The character you play in Minecraft. He's apparently going to be the voice for it.
Why are we doing a Minecraft movie? Why? What?
Who cares?
No, I do. We did an emoji movie. What are we going to do? A movie about every stupid... Is there going to be Hatchimals, a movie? And it's just going to be a bunch of people rubbing an egg till something pops out? I mean, that's a porn in itself, but still.
The movie he was talking about is called Last Flag Flying.
Okay, yes.
It's got Bryan Cranston and Lawrence Fishburne.
Yeah. And that one looks good, just the premise. I mean, it's going to be sappy, it's going to be heartfelt. You know, it's going to be three old men bonding, all that stuff.
Three old men getting into bondage.
no, that's a different movie again, back to the porno, but...
Okay. You don't know what the movie's about.
But Minecraft the movie? Are you serious?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know. They said they were going to make a Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and that never worked.
But yeah.
So they're probably not going to make a Minecraft movie.
You know, the Five Nights at Freddy, the thing that was weird to me is okay, I tried the game.
Five Nights at Freddy's is a really bad horror game that got very popular on YouTube and Twitch and all that. And it's terrible.
Right, I tried it. It sucked.
Yes.
But what got me is how many parents of children that are probably, even now, I have parents that I know who have children that are 5 to 10 years old that are obsessed with that.
I mean, it's the same phenomenon as when Slenderman came out.
But is it a phenomenon? Because these kids... They don't even play the game.
I haven't heard about it anymore. So when it was popular, yes, I think so, but I don't think so.
What, Five Nights at Freddy?
Yeah.
I've been hearing it recently.
Really?
Yeah. One person that I was speaking to the other day, they were telling me how they had a meeting with the teacher because their 9-year-old son is drawing pictures of Five Nights at Freddy.
That's weird.
They've never played the game in front of him. They don't know how, you know.
YouTube.
Well...
It's 100% YouTube.
This kid doesn't have a cell phone, doesn't have access to a laptop. The family doesn't even have a computer. They have a PlayStation system, I think, is all they have. So somebody is telling him about it. He's seeing it somewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't get, you know, I grew up loving horror movies. I'm a huge horror movie buff. The worse the movie, the better. I liked it. You know, I would stay up and I'd watch Elvira's late night horror.
You ever see The Leprechaun?
Yes, I have.
I want to see all 4.
No, you don't need to.
I want to.
No, you can.
Actually, I think there's 5.
There's probably 122 of them.
121.
But I never saw anything that people got obsessed with when I was growing up in these horror genres. You get what I'm saying? Like right now, you just said you brought up the Slenderman obsession.
Yeah, which went crazy out of hand.
To the point of murder.
Yep.
You know, we had it with Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, a great horror movie.
What I'm saying is where there was this obsession that people were playing it so much so that they believed their characters were real. There was one suicide, I think, during the 80s where a kid killed himself because his character died.
Whoa.
Yeah. And that became a huge news story because, of course, in the 80s, everything was, disrupting our youth, was, making our children evil, whether it was rap music or Dungeons and Dragons or video games, everything was corrupting us. And these are the adults now who are saying all the things that are corrupting the young kids. Hypocrisy. Anyways, we didn't have anything horror that people obsessed over. You had your Friday the 13th movies. You had your Freddy Krueger movies when I was growing up. You had Phantasm. You had all the major ones that were there. But nobody, I don't ever remember this kind of obsession.
Was there an obsession with the Friday the 13th video game?
Well, the one on the frickin' Nintendo?
Yeah.
No, not even. I think my brother and I, we bought it and we played it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, we thought we were going to like it and we tried really hard to like it. Mm-hmm. But that was before you could trade a game in.
Or look it up on the internet.
Yeah. If you wanted to cheat or win, you had to go out and you had to buy the book.
Yep. Or call Nintendo at 5 cents a minute.
It used to be free.
It used to be free?
It used to be free because I remember when we were playing Mega Man, we called, I think it was the Capcom one, we called their hotline because we couldn't figure out how to beat somebody and they wouldn't give us the answer.
Were they try all the different techniques?
No, they were like, what happens when you take a bath? And we were like, we get wet? No. The bathtub fills with water? No. Think about it. And it took us probably 5 minutes for this guy to finally just say, the bubble gun. He wouldn't just say the bubble gun. He wanted us to guess. And maybe he was a perv. I don't know. We were kids.
What happens when you put your lips together and blow?
You make more friends.
Ooh, maybe. Is that how Mega Man works?
Yeah, that's really what. That's why he's Mega Man.
Mega Man.
Let me slap you with this.
He's a robot kid, though.
Yeah.
Like Astro Boy.
Well, he could, have attachment parts. For the 80s.
It's a different. He defeats a boss and a different gun pops out. It's just a giant penis. Mega XL, man. All right, so is that good on TV shows?
I think we are past the TV shows because I don't think we've watched anything else good.
No, I can't say. I mean, you've been watching Rick and Morty.
I've been not binge watching. I watch an episode a night just so I don't rot my brain like, crack cocaine.
Even though you're watching TV, which is gonna melt your eye sockets.
And it has actually. I can't see anymore, but I can still listen real well. I didn't know if I was gonna like Rick and Morty, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I mean, it's stupid, it's idiotic humor.
Oh, Rick, I don't know what you're talking about. Shut up, Morty.
But it's, it's smart. There is some smart humor that when you're watching it, you're smiling. I had a lot of laughing moments watching it.
Yeah, I don't think I did either when I first watched it. But watching it again, it's like, oh yeah, that is pretty funny.
And that might be, I'm at 2 episodes left on season 2, and then I gotta jump into season 3. But when we watch South Park, there's a lot when we're watching it that at least twice an episode, you and I will laugh.
Yeah.
I don't have that with Rick and Morty.
I don't have it. Yeah, I agree. I don't have it either. But I still enjoy the show.
Yeah.
I don't need all animated TV shows to be funny. Like ha 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 ha. That's how I laugh now. But I enjoy the stories from the show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rather just watch it than die laughing.
Well, I like how there's no explanation sometimes.
Yeah.
Like the one
or their solutions are pretty great.
I watched the one where they're on a different planet and Gary got some disease.
Who's Gary?
Not Gary.
Jerry?
Jerry has some disease. See, I'm not even a fan yet. But Jerry has some disease and they're rushing him to this hospital in space. You don't know how it happened or what, but the whole episode is them sitting in the waiting room, watching the fake TV shows.
Intergalactic television.
Yeah.
Those are great episodes.
This one wasn't, though.
They're all good. You just don't like it enough because it's all improv.
I get that.
They just stand in the studio and just make up shows.
And I appreciate that, but this one, they weren't funny. I mean, even the intentional non-improv one, or improv ones that you could tell they were trying to show off the improv, were bad. Like the show was something about personal space, and it went on and on and on. It's like, I get it sometimes. Repetition is humorous. Yeah. But this one was just like, okay, come up with a better show. I mean, what was the A-Team ripoff one they made?
Two Brothers.
No. There's one that's the A-Team, but they even saw a movie. Oh my god.
I don't remember.
Anyways. And they had Mr. Poopy Butt, but they didn't call him Mr. Poopy Butt. He was Mr.
Poopy Butthole.
Yeah, he was Mr. Swipey.
Well, didn't you say he died already?
Yeah, but they had one and he was stealing people's stuff. And that was his show.
That was his intergalactic TV show?
Yeah.
That's why.
But it was Mr. Poopy Butthole.
But it's intergalactic, so they have different names because they're in a different dimension, whatever.
I don't believe that.
Alright, fake fan.
I'm not a real fan. I'm not going to go ask for my Szechuan.
Szechuan sauce. You don't even get that joke.
Nope, because I haven't seen the episode.
Nope, episode 1 of season 3.
And I don't care about Szechuan because it's just another commercialization by McDonald's.
It's just ketchup and teriyaki sauce put together.
Yeah, that's what it is. And guess what? You can buy it at the store.
No, you can't. It's not McDonald's Szechuan sauce. I need my McDonald's Szechuan sauce.
You're right, it's Kikkoman.
What?
The Kikkoman. The brand of soy sauce and everything we use in our Chinese dinner here.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, they make Szechuan sauce.
I'm just like, ugh, I don't like soy sauce. Alright, so yeah, TV shows. They're done now. We're done forever.
For good. We're never watching another TV show again. If we have to, we won't.
Wow.
Put a gun to our head, we don't care.
We eat the gun.
It's tasty. We'll put Szechuan sauce on the gun.
So let's move into music. So, this week, I listened to Jaden Smith's new album, Sire, and I was surprisingly enjoyed by it.
Yeah, you were enjoyed by it.
I was enjoyed by it. Yeah, it enjoyed me.
This album enjoyed me.
Yeah, Sire enjoyed me a lot.
He wrote a little letter and said, "I love being in your ears."
It was actually really good, and I don't know
You don't want to like it?
I don't know, because it's Jaden Smith. But
I get that.
Did you listen to any of it?
No, I can't. My ears do not enjoy that, no matter what.
Wow.
I have a hard time listening to somebody whose personality already annoys the crap out of me.
Yeah, I can see. Like, if you don't like Jaden Smith at all, you're not probably gonna like the album, because there's two parts where I don't like even. There's one part in a song where he goes, I think Building 7 was never attacked or something like that, and then he goes, "This isn't our country. We're from Africa." It's like you were born in America.
Yeah. And that's such a dumb statement because people's history of who they are, it's like, by that, we're not from this country either.
Where are we from?
Well, part of
Australia?
us is from Italy, Ireland. You're from
Mars.
Ireland. Mars, Uranus.
Anus.
Butt.
The booty.
So by that, everybody who lives in this country, except for Native Americans, don't even belong here by that.
Yeah.
So that's stupid.
Yeah, those two parts were pretty dumb.
Dumb.
But I will say the intro is really good. The first quote unquote four songs, but it's just all one song.
What quote unquote?
Because it's on Spotify, they separate it into B, L, U, and E, but he calls it one song just Blue.
Okay. So the song is called B.
There's song B, yeah.
And song L.
Yep.
Okay.
What do you get when you put all four together?
Yeah, I get it.
E-lube. Lube. You get lube.
So if you listen to them out of order, you'll have a different.
L-U-B-E.
Maybe try that. Try listening to
I'll
him
listen to lube,
as
yeah.
lube and see if there's a different message that comes out.
Yeah. And speaking of Spotify, recently I found out that if you have Spotify Premium.
Wait, now understand, people. This is going to be a rich kid problem, okay? So
White privilege.
Not just white. You can be any color and be rich, and this is just a problem that's going to affect you.
First world problems.
If you're, one of the rich kids
that love music
and have money.
Okay, sure. On Spotify Premium, you can download songs to your phone and listen to them without the internet. That was a big selling point for me for Spotify Premium. So I started downloading songs,
Yeah.
albums I like, stuff like that, bands, and then I started finding new ones. I keep finding new ones, but turns out you have a limit.
Okay, and that's bad. When you put a limit on something, I mean, you think about it, you 100 on your phone, that's pretty low. You have a limit, even 200 songs, that's a bad limit. What was their limit?
3,333. And on one Spotify Premium account, you can have 3 phones that have that many songs. And when you reach that 9,999, you can't download any more.
So the suffering, as we talked about last time with what we would rap about, the
I would
suffering.
rap about Spotify, yeah.
He has to go through that. He can only have on his phone 3,333 songs.
It's only like 7 gigs.
Understand, people, I've been hearing about this now for a couple weeks. It's been a constant complaint.
Yeah, because now I have to listen to every song I have and delete the ones I don't really like that much.
Which is like 4.
Because I'll go through like a full 20 songs and I might delete one. And it's like, how am I going to be able to get this?
And his complaint of why this is so important is because on the cell phone plan we have, he has limited 4G, and he gets mad when he runs out and gets dropped to 3G.
It's 2.
It's supposed to be 3. He
2.
says it's 2, but whatever.
It's not
See,
fast.
listen to his complaints. There's children in
Yeah.
Africa who only get 1G.
Yeah, and it's called Graham Cracker.
So yeah, so that's his world bitch is he can only download 3,333 songs.
Spotify got no limits. T-Rizzy in the house.
That's alright. I mean, you know what? I get it. You like your comfort. You like your ability to just go and listen.
Yeah, I just like hitting songs and then shuffle.
Yeah, and I get that because then you'll hear one that you haven't heard in a while.
Or like, because I just download albums of a song I like and just listen to the album eventually.
And then if the song's not one you like, you drop it, you dump it.
Dump it?
Yeah, if you don't like it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I found a band that's been around for a while that I all of a sudden I'm really, really liking right now. And I guess they formed, I think, in the early 2000s, but I had never heard of them.
Mm-hmm.
They were called the Black Country Communion. When I saw the title pop up, I was like, I don't even want to hit play because I was honestly expecting country music.
Mm-hmm.
I was expecting like a darker one, and what I found was it's a 70s band. It's 70s rock.
Mm-hmm.
The lead singer is from Deep Purple, and I know the drummer is the son of the Led Zeppelin drummer. So you already have that heritage in it that there's 2 people that did the 70s music. We listened to it. I was listening to it the other night in the car, listening to more than just songs, paying attention, and they do have, when you listen to the music, it's like one song you could see the Deep Purple influence, another one you could see the Zeppelin influence, you know, and they go on, Aerosmith style. They do a lot of different styles. They're not just one track type.
Mm-hmm.
So I did like that. It reminded me of like when Dave Grohl throws bands together, and he gets all these artists from different genres. Probot was one of them when he did the heavy metal one.
I don't know anything about that.
Oh, well,
so.
Dave Grohl had a little side project called Probot, and he brought a bunch of speed metal and heavy metal bands together and made different music with them. So I like these collaborations. And it also reminded me of Dave Grohl's other band, them Dan Vultures.
Yeah, I know that one.
And that one had that 70s vibe to it too. So if you're looking for something that's really, really good to listen to, just some driving music, I definitely say that the Black Country Communion is something worth listening to.
Sorry.
Sorry, are we boring you, Trent? I'm
yeah,
sorry.
a little bit. You know, I had a rough day.
Yeah, I know. Here I am talking about good music, and he's,
Yeah.
got to get tired.
Yeah.
So we'll move on to your next musical topic.
Yes.
So, the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, your new favorite rap song. Oh, wait, no, sorry.
Twinkle, little star, how I wish upon a faraway land called Mars.
I did it!
You did it. You're now officially a rap star.
Rizzy. I got Spotify and I got Mars. It's gonna happen, guys.
You're going to be a famous rap star on Mars.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Sorry, you
Okay,
can't hear
you
this.
can't see him lipping the music but not saying anything. He forgot we're not on video.
Yeah. Okay. This topic is kind of related to Lil Pump from last week, because there are these people called SoundCloud rappers.
Okay.
And what they do is they just, because it's free to post on SoundCloud, and then you get popular from that. So Lil Pump, XXXTentacion, and Lil Peep all started from SoundCloud.
So SoundCloud's like the new YouTube, but just for music.
Yeah, right.
Okay. Or Vine, all those things.
Sure.
Well, a lot of people would put their little performance on Vine.
Okay, yeah.
So.
Yeah, those three became like pretty popular. I was shocked at how popular Lil Peep was.
So does SoundCloud, just so I understand, so others can understand, you have to do a full production to put it up?
No.
You can just do, like, if you want to sing acoustic with a guitar, you can do that and pop it on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
They accept pretty much any form.
Yeah.
So Lil Pump we talked about last week.
Unfortunately.
Great rapper.
Yeah, no.
XXXTentacion, pretty terrible rapper.
Okay.
He's got weird, like, metal influences in his music.
So that makes him bad?
Well, it's like he'll be singing like that, but then he'll sing like.
So I mean, you say weird. Metal, is it?
It's like hardcore. And
like Atreyu?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just some of the songs just have heavy guitars and drums, and then some of them will just have bass.
Okay, Linkin Park.
Okay.
They did the same thing as like what 311 would do. It was rock, and then they would have a rap style in it.
Yeah.
So is it that style of rock? Or heavier than Linkin Park?
I think heavier than Linkin Park.
Okay,
sometimes.
so it is, okay.
Yeah. But then his rap is just bad.
It's mumble.
It's not even really rap, though.
He just fell asleep?
It's just him speaking, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Or just speaking, like, yelling.
I gotcha.
It's weird. He's just a bad person.
So he's like death metal rap?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a weird hybrid.
Like the Five Finger Death Punch, those kind of bands.
I guess, yeah. He's just a bad person in general.
You don't know that.
He's just bad.
You can't make that.
You don't know him.
You don't know him either.
You don't know
Dude,
him.
he could be like saving kittens on the weekend for all you know.
No.
You don't know?
He doesn't.
You don't know? Maybe he donated his penis to save an alien and use it as his heart.
Good.
Okay,
his nickname
then.
is Dagger Dick. And you know why.
His nickname? Hang on. We can't skip over that. His nickname is it legitimately Dagger Dick? Or are you just saying
it is. No, it is.
So people call him...
He was in an interview and he was like, yeah, that's my nickname.
It's Dagger Dick.
Yeah. And he's like, you know why?
I don't know why. That's what I'm confused about. I mean, the only thing I can think of is it's really thin, pointy, and made of metal.
Not the metal part. He said, yeah, it's, very thin.
Very thin.
Yeah.
And
like a
dagger.
dagger.
Dick.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, maybe he just, likes to skull fuck people.
I don't even know, honestly. He's
All
been
right.
on a weird tangent lately, but oh well. Let's skip past him.
Okay, we'll skip past the Dagger
Don't like
Dick.
him. So the third one that I mentioned, Lil Peep.
Lil Peep, yeah.
It was a emo style.
Not emu.
Stop saying that. Emo mixed with rap. So he had like the emo guitars, emo lyrics, stuff like that, where it was all depressing and stuff, mixed with the trap and the rap and bass and whatever. But on Thursday morning, I woke up to see that he passed away.
And he was only, 20?
He was 21.
21.
Yeah, he was. This is his second year being famous.
Yep.
Well, probably his first year being famous, but he started when he was 19 on SoundCloud. And it was Wednesday night that he was on tour, because his album dropped in August, and he was going to a show on the tour bus. And apparently he overdosed on Xanax.
Okay.
There's been a lot of controversy, like a lot of, I don't know what the word I'm trying to say is, but people are hating on him because he was a pillhead, but people also knew why he took them.
Well, but backtrack to that, hating on him because he's a pillhead. It's, we're going to get serious here for a second, but that's
it's
the
gonna be
major
very serious
epidemic here in the United States, and how many artists that you've seen in the paper have been busted getting off an airplane with prescription medication that wasn't theirs.
Right.
So it's not like he's a solo person walking around being the only pillhead. There's so many of them on it.
Because he died from it, they're going to make him the target.
Okay.
It's very dumb.
Yeah, you make the person who gave him the pill the target, not the guy who had issues.
Yeah, but I mean, there's been plenty of videos of him showing himself taking Xanax because he had a lot of problems. Right. Mental problems, health, whatever, like emotional problem stuff, and that was the only way he knew how to suppress it. Which is what we talked about recently, addiction and how it suppresses dark things.
And it's not the only way he knew how to suppress it.
It's
the way.
Rap gang.
No, it's the way I think whoever was helping him showed him how to suppress it.
saying that, I think rap game, that is how they get them into it. They're like, yeah, man, this will help, you know? People in rap are all talking about Xanax and lean, and they get everyone new in rap onto it, I think.
I don't think they're like that. I don't know. That sounds weird to me. That they're like
No,
shady little drug dealers that are doing Xanax.
There's a story from actually, sorry to mention him, but Lil Pump.
Okay.
He was about to go live, or
Uh-huh.
whatever, about to go on stage, and the dude that he raps with came in and was like, who's got the Xanax and Percocets? And started handing them out.
Gotcha. And that could be because when you have money, you have influence, you can get a doctor to write you scripts for different things. But the other thing is culturally, our psychiatrists aren't doing what they used to do.
What do you mean?
They used to find the root of your problem. They used to find out why you're screwed up in the head, make you face it, make you overcome it, and move past it.
Yeah.
Now it's, here, pop this happy pill and you'll be okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the shortcut, you know, which makes them easier to get, makes them easier to dole out. And when somebody has, you know, serious depression issues, like Lil Peep did, I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If he had those kind of serious depression issues, a pill's not going to make it go away.
No.
It's just going to make you go through the day, but then your downs are going to be 1,000 times worse each time you take it.
So that's why I bet he was always on it.
Yeah.
But...
And I did listen to him.
Yeah.
I did when he passed, and Trent brought him up and all that. I wanted to see what he was about, and yeah, I wasn't not happy. It was actually good.
Yeah.
It wasn't great. I wouldn't normally have picked it up and said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to listen to this guy," but it was a new sound.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
Yeah, it's a very interesting sound.
Yeah, it's very dark sounding.
Mm-hmm.
It did remind me of a lot of the late '90s, early 2000 emo bands that came out, the good ones.
Mm-hmm. Green Day.
One, I said good band, and two, I said emo. Not sellout. Anyway, but I like a lot of it, the lyrics. I'm the old man here.
Yeah, you don't like the lyrics, but I like them.
Right. Well, that's me being old.
Right.
Yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Poop myself. So back to what you were saying.
Rap music, baby.
Look at the one on the singing. Why are you dying? I'm the old one.
I was being you.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sweet.
There was a video of his best friend. It's a very haunting video, I guess you could say, because it's my problem with Xanax. There's a video of his best friend who's on the bus with him, and he walks out from behind like a door or whatever, and he's like, dude, look at Lil Peep. And it shows him, and he's laying on the couch with his head back and his mouth open, and he's like, oh, and the video ends. Turns out, at that time, Lil Peep was dead. But he couldn't tell because the same way that he was when he's dead is the same way when he's on Xanax.
What do you mean, like just passed out?
Yeah, but he looked like he was just passed out, but he was blue.
So this guy like Instagrammed it or something?
Yeah.
Put it up, and did he take it down?
Yeah, he took it down.
Okay.
Yeah. But if taking Xanax makes you look the equivalent of being dead, is there really a point in taking it?
To some people, yeah. I mean, to kill all that feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we have alcohol addiction,
Mm-hmm.
we have heroin addictions, we have opioids.
Mm-hmm.
We have all these addictions for a reason. It's not because
For a reason.
no, I'm saying people don't enjoy.
There's a purpose to this addiction.
Well, they're not walking around saying, you know what, I want to get addicted. I want to suck a
Yeah.
cock for meth because
Yeah.
it's it's the next best thing. No, it's because what it takes away for them.
Mm-hmm.
The addictions do so much destruction to you. Plus, what you're escaping goes away. And that's the biggest thing. It's, again, I didn't grow up privileged, but I grew up good.
Mm-hmm.
You grew up good.
Privileged.
You grew up privileged,
yeah, we can say that.
Okay, but so the issues that we've dealt with in life, a lot of them are minor.
Mm-hmm.
They're little things that normal people deal with. The death of a loved one. Struggling times like me when I was younger, financial times, being a single father, raising a daughter, the struggles of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's different issues that we dealt with. We didn't deal with, neither one of us dealt with a parent that beat us.
Right.
Well,
I mean, we don't talk about that.
Yeah, no, I beat you for a reason.
Yeah, I know.
And that smart mouth of yours, you got a backhand.
There's a purpose behind it.
Yeah. So for you or I to even comprehend what somebody going through severe pain mentally is impossible.
Yeah.
We can empathize,
Mm-hmm.
but we can't comparatively understand it. Your worst thing was your hamster died.
Don't bring up Hannah.
And that was a little traumatic.
Yeah, I was like
incident.
6.
You were 6, and it was traumatic, and we did a little funeral. And then a couple years ago, our family dog passed, and that was very painful for all of us. But that's life. And that also is another thing is how many of these people have the tools to get past trauma.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you were raised in a household where you're taught that yes, you feel pain, you express the pain, but then you move forward in life.
Yeah, I express it through art.
He does through his rap music. You can get his album now on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
It's called.
That's with 2 Buzz and 3 Alana. But some people don't have the tools or never had to deal with that stuff. You know?
Yeah.
And they find these escapes. And, you know, I mean, look, you watch Fear of Walking Dead, poor Nick, you know, with his drug addiction. I can really feel bad for that fake character.
I just don't like Walking Dead. There's no reason to watch the show.
Well, yeah, it's a good reason to watch the show.
Why?
Zombies.
I'm sorry.
Here's the one thing I don't understand about those shows, okay?
I'm glad we're going back to TV.
No, this isn't really TV. Because it was a comic book, too. So we're doing everything.
Graphic novel.
Yeah.
Check your facts.
Actually, it was a comic book.
A graphic novel.
No.
Graphic comic book novel.
It has issues every month.
Yeah, we all do.
But how come they never, in all the time they've killed zombies, it never thins out?
What do you mean? They're moving.
There's always these hordes everywhere. These giant hordes of them.
Are you talking about, like, how are they still getting food?
Oh.
The zombies.
No, the zombies don't need food.
Yeah, they do.
No, but it's just surprising to me that they've never found a location where there's never zombies.
I bet there is a location.
It's gotta be where.
Back where they started.
Yeah, because they
they're
just
moving.
wiped them all out, yeah. But I get, millions of people, all that stuff, but...
There's 150 million people in America, I think.
Okay. Well...
Maybe more.
And I get the whole premise that once you die, if you're not put, stabbed in the head or whatever, you'll be a zombie. But they've killed a shit ton of zombies. I mean, a shit ton.
Okay. Oh, sorry. 323 million. That's a lot more. That's double what I said.
Yeah, but it's like they're all on the East Coast.
They haven't even killed a million.
Oh, bullshit.
They haven't even killed a million.
Between all the groups that they've shown in the show?
What, 5 of them?
What do you mean 5?
5 groups.
Since the very beginning?
Yeah.
No. No, because the first big group they met was what, the governor?
What was the one that Merle was in?
That Merle was with them.
No, he went away. When he got his little knife.
He went back with the governor.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he was
okay.
with the governor. So the first major group they found was the governor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And there were the wolves.
But the governor's people were out killing zombies, doing all that.
Okay, whatever.
Okay, then the wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, before that, the weird town, the cannibals.
What season I skipped?
I might have been, and everyone who likes the show is gonna be mad at me because I swear it starts with a T. But
oh yeah.
Terminus.
Terminus, yeah.
Terminus. Okay, so they found Terminus that had all those people that were killing zombies.
Yeah.
The wolves. All those people were killing zombies.
Now the kingdom.
The kingdom. Plus you have Negan's people at the sanctuary. Plus the hilltop. So you have a ton of groups that have been going around in this pretty small area of the country.
6. I said 5. I'm
But
sorry.
there's more people in it. The wolves had tons of people in it. The governor had tons of people in him. They've been killing zombies. Who the fuck keeps making more zombies?
People that are dying from those groups.
Oh. You're not gonna, one guy dying, they're not gremlins. You get them wet and feed them after midnight, they don't become monsters.
Not that you know of.
I do know.
Get wet.
Ew. Pervert. Well, let's see. Another nerd thing is comic books. And he's not caught up on the new line of books that's called
I think I have like
The Metal.
200 comics in my room.
So he needs to read The Metal. He needs to get
The Metal.
The Metal. So far, I like the series, but I will say this: that each issue that's come out is an origin story, and that kind of annoys me a little bit.
An origin for what?
For the bad guys. There's all these bad guys,
Yeah.
and each one is from another universe. So every issue is an origin story of each of the bad guys.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
I love comics.
Where in the backstory stuff's going on, that's cool, but then it's like, oh, here's this guy's origin. Oh, here's this guy's origin. It's like watching Walking Dead.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So really, I'm not happy with the metal. I was just being a smartass. No.
I don't want to read it.
Yeah, you should. You should. It'll make you happy.
I love metal. I don't have.
Are you out of topics?
I had
You're
those four.
completely out of topics.
You had 0.
I had 2.
Yeah, that you thought of right now.
No, I told you yesterday I had 2.
I had 4.
Hey, on the Christmas lights.
Yeah, good for you.
And last night we had them going, and all of a sudden it just went out.
Yeah, we don't know why.
I do know why. Have you ever seen Twilight Zone? That monkey on the wing. I think he's running across
Monkey
the
on the
room.
Wing. Yeah. With Shatner.
Yeah, with Shatner. Really good.
Yeah. I know my
Who
stuff.
did the remake? Because they remade it
I know.
in the 1980s. Twilight Zone the movie.
It was. I've seen it. I don't know who it was.
It's John Lithgow.
Okay.
You don't know who John
I know
Lithgow
who
is?
he is.
Who is he?
Who is he?
Yeah.
John Lithgow.
Yeah.
Isn't he in Daddy's Home too?
Yes, he's the dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know who John Lithgow is.
Yeah. What was his TV show
wait
that
to
he
see
was famous
that.
for? He had a famous TV show, and actually, an actor we both like got his start on the TV show.
Fraggle Rock.
Not that far back.
Third something from the sun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Third Rock from
Third
the
Rock
Sun.
from the Sun. Wait, who do we like from that?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, I thought it was Johnny Depp in that.
No.
Okay, yeah.
Johnny Depp was old when that came out.
Was he the one in?
21 Jump Street?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was Johnny Depp. But that was, what, late 80s? Third Rock was late 90s, I think, or mid 90s. But he was already, Johnny Depp was already an old man by that time. He was like 25.
I'm Johnny Depp.
No, you're not. I keep telling you that. You come in every day and you say that, and I keep
He's only
trying.
had one good movie.
One?
Yep.
No, he's had a couple.
One good movie. You know which one? Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
That was a really
That
excellent
was an
movie by him.
amazing movie.
He did really good in
The
that.
directing was spectacular.
The directing was?
Oh yeah.
Who's the director?
I don't know, but
Oh,
I
well.
know the drug scenes are great.
Oh, without a doubt.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
some of the best. You were not a fan of Edward Scissorhands?
It was okay.
Just okay?
Yeah.
Sleepy Hollow?
I don't remember it.
You don't remember Sleepy Hollow?
Mm-mm.
Christopher Walken is the headless horseman.
He's a headless horseman?
He doesn't talk though.
Oh.
That would have been kind of cool, but no, he
Yeah.
just looks creepy in it.
Oh, the same director as 12 Monkeys.
That's why you liked it.
Yeah. And Holy Grail. Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's a little crazy.
Yeah. He's in all the Monty Python movies. I don't know if he's the director, but he's been in them.
Huh.
That's why he looked familiar.
What's his name?
Terry Gilliam.
Yeah, okay. He's a very famous director, and yes, he was in Monty Python.
Who did he play? Was he the king?
No, I mean, he was with the Monty Python troupe singing.
Oh. Yeah.
Which did TV shows and skits and all
he
that
was,
kind of stuff.
he was the Green Knight.
That's, for most people
And
that
Patsy.
have never seen that movie. There's a lot of people I'm surprised nowadays. That's one thing I'll say between this thing with Russian Retro is there's a lot of stuff out there that I've noticed people haven't seen.
In high school, I knew a lot of people that saw Monty Python and the Holy Grail, but
Yeah.
nothing else. None of their other movies.
Nah, I mean, Life of Brian is really good.
Meaning of Life. I think I've seen that.
Yeah, that one's a little odd, but
Yeah.
Life of Brian was a really good one with the Holy Grail. It's up there. It's a good, funny. Some of their other ones were completely odd.
Yeah, and then what's their play?
Their play Spamalot?
Spamalot.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, but they started off with skit comedy.
Mm-hmm.
And they were one of the first big. Them and Benny Hill were like two of the biggest skit comedies back in the day before skit comedy was everybody's shtick. And you don't hear people really do the greats like what's her name? She just passed away, or she passed away recently. Carol Burnett.
Okay.
The Carol Burnett show was one of the funniest shows back in the 70s. And it was a complete skit comedy that actually spawned weird TV shows like Mama's Family.
What's that?
There was an actress that dressed up like a grandmother in the Carol Burnett show, and there was all skit comedy.
Was it Tyler Perry?
No, it was a woman.
Lawrence?
It was a woman,
Was it
but
Robin
then
Williams?
they took those characters and actually they got their own sitcom where she played Mama, which was her character, this one woman.
Okay.
And that's what I'm
My
saying
mama
is,
always said.
but that's SNL too. SNL gets movies or skits or shows based
Superstar.
on They get their shows based on characters that are very popular.
Like MacGruber.
MacGruber
That's a great movie.
is good. The ending was the best.
The celery?
The whole end part, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The
yeah.
celery is the best.
That
Or is it carrot?
the carrot.
Carrot.
Yeah. So, and in some movies, that's all it needs is a great ending,
Mhm.
and you're like, okay, I like this movie.
Can an ending ruin a good movie?
What was that?
I think it's from a commercial.
What was it?
I don't remember. I know I've heard it on like TV.
I thought it was like a skit joke or something that we saw.
Maybe, was it Impractical Jokers?
It might have been in Impractical Jokers. Kind of. Oh, yeah. It's the one where they have the window behind them.
The window?
You know, when they're sitting there interviewing somebody, and behind them is the two-way mirror,
Okay.
and it shows them. Yeah, I think that's what it is. That's where we heard that.
Yeah.
But I think back to like, I look at the comedy of today, I look at movies of today, and it's harder as I get older to appreciate them because there's nothing original, and they've said that over and over again.
That's how media's been for a while.
But it was like that in the 80s too. A lot of the 80s themed movies and stuff, there were very few that were original. They were rehashes of stories. I mean, we've had entertainment in this world since
the 1800s.
beginning of time.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So when you started having great authors, when you started having plays, Shakespearean plays, when you started having music, when you started having dances, all those kind of things, everything like evolved, but it was all, especially media entertainment, everything, when you're talking movies and TVs, everything just took from the earlier stuff and moved forward.
Mm.
Very rarely do we have something that is completely original, completely new, which I get and I accept, as long as it's done well.
Yeah, I think more the original things now are just combinations of older things.
Well, you can only have so many retellings of a love story. Your different variations on a love story can be something like True Romance.
Or it could be like an arranged marriage.
Arranged marriage.
Those are my favorite love stories.
Or it'll be the sappy one where one of them is dying and that's when they realize what true love is.
Fault in Our
It's,
Stars.
yeah. So, but there's just so many ways you can tell those. If you tell them right, you do great.
Mm.
Stephen King, for a while, when I was younger, started rehashing old themes. Salem's Lot was a vampire theme. The movie was called Silver Bullet, but the book was called Cycle of the Werewolf.
It's a good movie.
There's a werewolf one. He did zombies in one that was called The Cell, which I never saw the movie, and I'm afraid to because it got really bad ratings.
Doesn't mean anything. Thor got good ratings.
Thor did get.
Thor got like 90.
Yeah, well, I think because now we're seeing that industry is pumping money into Rotten Tomato.
They've been saying that for like a year or two.
I believe it more now with this whole Justice League thing.
That was a really weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was a weird coincidence, I guess.
Yeah. For those that don't
Because,
know,
well, they got a lot of hatred for Suicide Squad.
because they said they liked it.
No, because they didn't like it. They got bad reviews, so DC started saying, "Oh, we're gonna," or not, I don't know about DC, but I think fans of
Warner
DC,
Brother.
fans of DC were saying, "Well, now the movie's not gonna get as much sales because it got bad reviews."
But they don't give the review.
Right, it's just a conglomerate of other reviews put
Correct.
together. Right, just like Metacritic.
Right.
But controlling when they release the reviews is
Right.
kind of weird.
The day before the movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
I think they released it on Thursday,
Yeah, they
correct?
released it on Thursday.
And what I saw was like a live broadcast type thing of them talking about the movie. And they panned it. I mean, they said it was bad.
Yeah.
It was real poorly done. The CGI was some of the worst they'd ever seen and whatnot.
On Twitter, I did see someone that said they did not like Thor, even though it got good reviews, and liked Justice League, even though it got bad reviews.
And that also could just be, are you a fan of a certain style of movie or,
Yeah. Zack Snyder's the best director around.
well, it's two directors, but that's okay.
It was mostly finished by that point.
And then there was a ton of reshoots.
Not a ton.
I heard a ton.
I heard it wasn't that much.
Oh, well. But even so, the reshoots were already done by
Josh Whedon.
Josh Whedon,
Yeah.
who is a comic book masterpiece.
Wasn't he Marvel?
Well, yeah, he did Avengers.
Yeah.
But he proved that he could do it.
Yeah.
And he's the creator of Buffy.
Mhm.
Which, if you've ever seen the original Buffy movie,
good movie.
It's a fun movie, but it pissed him off royally when he saw what was done with his film, hence the reason he pushed for the TV show.
Yeah.
He wanted that darker theme. But where are we going? I've gotten lost.
You got lost?
I'm lost in the woods. Please, Daddy, help me.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes. Okay, so for those that don't know, Warner Brothers owns a portion of Rotten Tomatoes. Time Warner does, sorry. And Time Warner owns Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Warner Brothers is putting out the DC movies. All of a sudden, they weren't releasing the Justice League.
Rotten Tomatoes wasn't.
Rotten Tomatoes weren't putting out the conglomerated reviews. You could go to individual sites reviews, and they were all over.
Yep.
A lot of newspapers and people were wondering why this wasn't being released. So there's speculation to help pre-sale tickets. People are going to buy them. A lot of people nowadays buy their tickets a couple days in advance on a big release night. So if they get those pre-sale tickets, they're stuck. Other people were just saying, they were trying to do a big reveal, like, build the hype up.
Mm-hmm.
So there were two sides of the spectrum. After hearing the review, I guess Rotten Tomatoes does their own reviews, because that's what this was.
Yeah, you were telling me about that, but I've never heard of them doing their own review.
Me either. But when they were talking, they're like, hey, you remember what I said about Suicide Squad? Like, one of the people liked Suicide Squad on this review board.
Mm-hmm.
So it shows that they have some kind of web show of their own.
Yeah.
And they did pan it on their show.
Well,
but
when Suicide Squad came out,
mm-hmm.
A bunch of DC fans were saying that because of reviews, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
people weren't. They assumed people weren't going to see it, so they made a petition to get enough signatures to close Rotten Tomatoes.
Well, that's retarded because...
Right. Whoa.
I'm sorry. Sorry, that's me being an old man using a word improperly. But the site doesn't do anything. It just pulls. Now, I do believe it should have regulation on where it pulls from.
I think it just pulls from everywhere.
It does, and that's what I don't like. Like, me growing up, we only had 2 movie reviewers. We had Siskel and Ebert.
Okay.
You watched...
Roger Ebert?
Yeah, you watched the Siskel and Ebert show. It came out once a week, and it told you all the movies out, and we gave them their 2 thumbs up, 2 thumbs down, whatever.
4, whatever.
And they discussed the movies. They would go through the movies of what the issues were with it.
Mm-hmm.
But they were both film studies majors.
They went to school, right?
Right. They went to school for film, so they knew how to appreciate movies in different ways other than just an audience member. But when they gave a review, they'd say, if you want a fun movie, this one will be for you.
Yeah.
But here are some of the problems we have with it as movie critics. The other one that came out with the big hair and the big mustache, I can't remember his name. He was pretty good too. You don't remember him? Because you've seen him before. He's a movie critic and he has real big hair and a real big mustache.
I don't think I have.
Anyways, Gene something.
Simmons.
No. But now, to review a movie, all you need is a website, a blog,
a podcast,
and you can give a review that can then be uploaded to a conglomerate.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the video games.
Mm-hmm.
Video games before, I think, could be reviewed that way.
What do you mean?
Years ago, video games were not the art they are now.
Yeah.
They were just push a button, jump, push a button, shoot. Run sideways, side scroller, nothing big about it. Did you have fun with it? Good. There you go, good game.
Yeah.
Now I think video games have moved closer to the realm of movies.
Mm-hmm. Well, everything's moved to the same. Everything's very similar now.
Well, it's...
Movies, TV shows, games, books.
TV shows I
books.
still find...
Mm-hmm.
No. Let me put it this way.
Look at Preacher.
Regular TV.
Yeah.
Your free channels. Your CBS, NBC, ABC... still do not see them as major contributors of TV.
No.
I see those as the common, here you go, here's some trash to put down your throat.
Like The Flash.
Well, that's CW.
Still trash. It's free.
I'm talking reality.
Oh.
The Bachelor,
Well,
The
those don't count as
Bachelorette,
TV shows.
The Best Man,
Those
The
aren't
Second
TV
Best Man.
shows.
They are TV shows.
They are not TV shows.
They're scripted. Somebody writes a script for them.
For the most part, yeah.
So it's a TV show.
No, it's not.
It's what your generation on calls TV.
Yeah, and they all love it.
Yeah. They sit on their couch eating bonbons, getting fat, wondering who's going to pick the pretty one.
Would you rather a hoo-hoo or a Twinkie?
My type of reality show would be in the realm
a
of...
death match.
Yeah, The Running Man. Not the movie.
Or the song.
The
Or
book.
the dance, whatever.
The book Running Man was brilliant. Or sorry, the novella was brilliant.
Oh, voila.
Yeah, everybody's hunting for one man as he travels through the United States. And you get a picture of him, and everybody gets to be a bounty hunter, and whoever kills him gets paid.
So I could be the next Boba Fett.
You could be Boba Fett, but Boba Fett doesn't come into that storyline at all.
He's a bounty hunter.
From space.
From Mars.
He's not
Like
from
my-
Mars. That's
Like
where
my
you're
song, Mars! Right on iTunes, Spotify.
Though we did have a request from one of our listeners to talk about a couple of directors, and we want to give a little more time of filling in our information on those directors.
Okay.
No, I'm not doing it now.
Oh, okay, I
No,
was
no,
saying.
we're gonna watch refresh a couple of movies from these
Yeah,
directors, see some that you might not have seen. And that way we can fill in the gaps if there are things that we want to talk about, because we do want to break down. These are some really good directors that they requested we talk about. So we're not disregarding that request. We're putting in more effort.
I was like, wow, it's over an hour. You don't want to be at that long.
No, because we might actually have a whole podcast talking about some of these jurors.
Oh, yeah.
With Fincher alone, we'll be able to talk about for a long time.
Who's Fincher?
Yeah, he's a bird.
What?
Don't ask a stupid question. I won't give you a stupid answer.
Okay.
Okay?
Sorry.
But you better be.
Is the podcast over?
Oh, we're done. We're
Yeah,
quitting.
no
We're
more.
breaking up.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't ever want to see your face again.
Good.
I don't want to see your face. I hate you.
But I think this is going to be the end of our episode.
Definitely.
Definitely after this attitude from this little whippersnapper.
It's too long in this room with his man.
Oh, too long. The funny part is we're not even in the same room.
Yeah, I know you're in Africa.
Yeah, but you're in Mars.
Bye! Drop a new hot single right now.
So thank you all for
Let's
listening
do
to
it.
our second episode.
It's called the end of the podcast. I go like this. Podcasting ending. Just podcasting ending. I'm gonna go outside this room because the podcast is ended.
You like?
Yeah, I'm sure it's still millions of copies. Oh, I didn't know there was an instrumental part to it.
I wasn't done, though. You like it part of the song, man.
Well, I'm Jason,
And I'm trying.
and this is Fresh and Retro.
And there's T Rizzy.
And we thank you all for listening.
I love you all again.
The two of you.
36. With an average watch time of 8 minutes.
So let's get that up.
Yeah, make it an hour and
18.
Yep. Take your Viagra and keep it up the whole time.